All right. Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us for our first live event at Parish. I have no idea how many people are out there, but if you're with us this evening, thank you so much for joining. We have missed you very much, and we are excited to share some information with you in regard to quarter three this evening. And before we get started, I wanted to introduce some staff members to you. We have a team of staff members behind the scenes this evening who are going to be answering questions. And I wanted to introduce them to you. And this has been a work in progress for us as far as this platform and producing this live event. And so I'm going to do my best. If we lose connection or if something happens with technology this evening and we have a couple of backup plans, we're knocking on wood, nothing will happen. But if so, Ms. Groninger is right next door, and hopefully we will be able to transition smoothly. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the staff behind the scenes this evening. We have our behavior specialist, Mr. Britton. We have one of our Spanish teachers and dual language math teachers, Ms. Darnell. We have one of our language arts teachers, Ms. Grebe. We have our newest counselor, Ms. Armstrong. She just joined us a couple weeks ago, and we're excited to have her on staff at Parish. We have one of our community school outreach coordinators, Ms. Box. The second half of our counseling team, Mr. Brink. One of our dual language social studies and language arts teachers, Mr. Blanco. Our instructional mentor, Ms. Herrings. And last but certainly not least, our assistant principal, Ms. Groninger. All right, well, there seems to be a little bit of a lag on my end, but that is okay. Excited about the team with us this evening. I wanted to briefly go over the agenda for tonight. We're going to review our new quarter three schedule. So why we're doing what we're doing, what exactly the plan is, and then when is it going to occur. And then that awesome team of staff members that we have this evening are here to address questions. So you should have a Q&A available in the chat, and feel free to ask questions. Your questions will be responded to, and if there's a question that we don't have a response to this evening, we will make sure to get your contact information and get back to you tomorrow. So please ask questions. All right, so why are we going to this new schedule? So for those of you that don't know, we are going to a 4-day instructional week where we have live classes all 4 days starting in quarter three. Why are we doing what we're doing? Well, the ultimate goal is to increase student learning and engagement. That's first and foremost. And then we really want all of our students to have access to live teachers every day. The more we can have our students in contact with teachers for live instruction, the better. And so that was a huge motivator for us in moving in this direction. And then lastly, it's been extremely challenging for us to engage students on applied learning days. So this was a mechanism that we could go to and eliminate the applied learning days, and then have students in contact with us all 4 days. So those are the 3 top reasons why we're moving to this new schedule, and we are extremely excited about the new schedule in Q3. So what is it? Students, as mentioned, students attend all 5 classes Tuesday through Friday. So right now we have students in cohorts that they go to class Tuesday and Thursday, or Wednesday and Friday. And so our shift will be students attending all 5 classes Tuesday through Friday. Our Pioneer Pride Period class will shift from every day, Tuesday through Friday, to only occurring on Tuesday and Thursday. So we recognize the challenges of distance learning and are trying to think of ways to better support our students. That's the ultimate reason why we're making this shift. And I think that one of the things that we need to know is this schedule. It's a 4-day schedule for students. That is very similar to the 4-day schedule that students have had, just eliminating the applied learning days and turning those applied learning days into teacher facilitated days that students will have live on Zoom. All right, so this next screen is a visual of what our schedule looks like. And so I think it's important to highlight, and we already have, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Pioneer Pride Period is still at 9 o'clock. We just don't have Pioneer Pride Period on Wednesdays and Fridays. Every day is Zoom. Our schedule has not changed in that first period starts at 9:20, and then so the periods have not changed at all. But it is important to know that attendance is taken every day and in every class period. Our students have looked over this schedule, so our students got a glimpse of our new schedule last week, and we have had this table posted on our website, so you probably are familiar with it. Okay, let me back up really quick, just because I got a message in the chat, questions about Pride, why we might be reducing Pride, why don't we have Pride Period every day. One of our reasons to have Pioneer Pride every day was to make sure we had a contact point, a live contact point for students on a daily basis. In the past, we've had Pioneer Pride Period once per week. So when we're in building, once per week has been our schedule. So we still see the need for Pride. We want to have Pioneer Pride Period, but we didn't necessarily need it every single day if we were going to be seeing students on a daily basis. So if you have that question, that's a response to that. When will this start? So here's a table of the calendar of the first week in February. Q3 begins the first week in February, and this schedule will take place Thursday, February 4th. Natural question, well, why Thursday and not Tuesday at the beginning of the week? Monday is our grading day, and we typically don't have school on Mondays, so we don't have school that Monday. But Tuesday and Thursday, we do have a special schedule. As a district at the secondary level, so middle school and high school, we are going to be focusing on college and career readiness. and we have a special schedule for students those days. So we'll start out in Pride period, and then we'll have some different activities for students. That schedule, details for that schedule will be rolled out next week. So we'll have more details on our website. Students will also learn more about the schedule next week in their Pioneer Pride period class. So that's the reason for us starting our new Q3 schedule on Thursday, February 4th. So students will have all 5 classes Thursday, February 4th and Friday, February 5th. All right, a couple other things to take note of. So students, there's been some questions about report cards. So final academic and work habits marks will be available on ParentVUE Friday, February 5th, and then we will plan on mailing out report cards the following week. So we'll mail report cards home starting on the week of February 8th, but grades, academic marks, work habits marks should be available via report card on ParentVUE the evening of Friday, February 5th. All right. So, natural question, is this forever? This schedule will only be in effect while we are in comprehensive distance learning. So there's been just a lot in the news and from the district on the potential of us moving back into blended learning, which would mean we are in school a couple days. Students will be in the building a couple days a week. If and when we do move to a blended learning, students will go back to 2 days of teacher facilitated learning and 2 days of applied learning. So this schedule would not be in effect if we move to a blended learning model. I think another natural question, as a parent, we might be asking, how much notice will I receive if we go back to blended learning? And we know that we will at least have 2 weeks notice and most likely more than that. So at least 2 weeks notice if we end up moving from this comprehensive distance learning schedule to a blended learning schedule. Okay. And I think this is the question we might all want to know: when will we be in blended learning? And the short answer, unfortunately, is we don't know. We want to see students more than anybody, I think. We miss students greatly, and we want our buildings full and our classes full. I know our teachers, they are doing a fabulous job running online classes, but I don't think that there's anybody in our building that would say, I don't want to be back in person. And so, right now, the short answer is we don't know when that's going to be, but from the beginning, we know that our guidance has been to prioritize our elementary schools first, and that's what our district is doing right now. And then as information becomes available to us, we will be communicating out. I hope that this is the first of multiple live events, and so hopefully this is an effective way to communicate. And then obviously we'll be using our other means of communication as well. Okay, well, we don't have a long presentation for you this evening, but I hope it has been productive. We just really appreciate you being with us. We miss you. If you did enter a question into the Q&A that was not addressed by a moderator, please make sure we have your contact information so that we can get back to you tomorrow. Here's what I'm seeing this evening. So it says the max video participants has been reached. I'm hoping that that doesn't mean that there are a lot of folks that have been kicked out. But if that's the case, this is our first time. We will run another live event. We will do whatever we can to make sure we can get communication out. Again, really appreciate you being with us this evening. We have another live event at 6:30 that will be in Spanish. So If you know anybody who would benefit from that presentation, please let them know. Again, appreciate your time this evening. Hope you have a wonderful night. Thanks for being with us.